Hey everybody, Lisa here from Happy Zazzling. So somebody asked me how to make an all-in-one wedding invitation, so I'm going to do a video here for you. I hope it doesn't get too confusing. I know it's hard to wrap your mind around these sometimes, so I'm going to do the best I can here. So on my blog, I have a page here to help you with these two. I know it's confusing where you put what information, so I just made a little template here for you. You know, there's an example of one of mine with what you put on each section. So I hope that will help you. And here's the front. And also there's two ways to do these all-in-one wedding invitations. They come with envelopes and without. So the ones without the envelopes are the most popular. If you go to Zazzle's front page and click on the most popular invitations, usually it's the ones without invitations. So for those, you have to put like all the addresses on the back of the invitation. And then there's the ones that come with envelopes, which you don't have to put all the information on, just the design. So I know that sounds confusing, but hopefully I'll make both and you'll see what I mean. So we're going to go here to the template. It's called the All-in-One Wedding Invite. And we're going to click on Customize this design. So how I do it, and I'm sure everybody does this differently, I always add all the text first, and then I work in the design. I have a general idea of how I'm going to do this, so, just bear with me on this. So on this front flap here, it's kind of a free-for-all. You can put a design, you can leave it blank, you can put some text. What I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to write, "We're getting married." I'm going to turn that white. And I don't start out making anything a template. I do that at the end. So I'm going to go up here to uploads, and I am going to upload a picture of a couple. And this is going to be a photo. Oops, I did two of them. This is going to be a photo that people can put their own, they can add their own photo in here. So I am going to make that a template right away, otherwise I'll forget. So I'm going to move that to the back. I'm going to expand that a little bit. Make sure it's aligned. Okay, so that's the top. So now we are going to go to the inside center, and this is where all the most important information is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to add "You are invited to" and I'm going to change this text here. The wedding of, and be creative, don't copy exactly what I'm doing. Use your own designs and stuff. Use your own creativity to create something unique. So you're going to want to add names, date, location. Oops, I forgot to put the time. It's hard when you're making a video to think at the same time as you're typing. So play around with the text and the font you like and everything. I want the date to be in the middle, so I'm going to center that. Span that a little. And then just move things around until, you get them how you like them. Then we're going to align each one. Grab them all and just center it the best you can here. So I'm going to go over here to the design I want to use and move it to the back. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to add these transparent backgrounds. You can go to elements and use a box if you want, but I already got these made, so I'm just going to do it this way. Then I'm going to go to layers and move these down. So this is showing. Now I want to match this text to the background, so I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to make these all the green color and this brown. So that's what it's going to look like. Just keep fooling around until you get it how you like it. I still haven't made the text template yet because I do that at the end. Okay, so now I'm going to go to inside bottom, and this is going to be the RSVP card. So I am going to add in the text. Turn that brown. I don't know why the text just disappeared that I was using. Rochelle. There it is. Now it's back. That was weird. Okay, so RSVP. Put the date you want them to RSVP by. And there's a lot of information that goes on this card. So we're going to put, add the accepts and declines parts. Scale that down. And I'm going to go down here to justification and click the first one. And then I'm going to add regretfully declines. And again, hit justification. And then number of guests. And then in front of those three, I'm going to add a little line. I'm going to change the border thickness of that line to make it a little bit more elegant looking. Then copy and paste and just move it down. Oops. And then just make sure it's all spaced properly. Zazzle's glitching a lot today, I noticed, so it's doing some weird things. Okay, and then I think I'm going to leave those brown and turn this green. And then I'm going to put initial entree choice. And then we're going to add in steak, seafood, and vegan. And the couple's just going to add in, whatever their choices are there. So let's shrink that down a little bit. And I'll put that in green. Maybe I think I'm going to change the colors. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave it like that. And now I'm going to do the same thing as I did in the center part. I'm going to upload the design. Move that to the back. And I'm going to do these again. I'm going to put two of them so that they're not too transparent. And then just move them down to under the text. Like that. All right, let's see how that looks. All right, so that now the front is done. So now that the front is done, I am going to go back up. And now I'm going to make everything a template. The reason I wait is because you end up moving things around and adding things in. And then when you go to make this a template object, I want the first line to be text 1 here. So now I'm going to go to inside center and make each thing a template, and it's going to go in order. See, text 2. That just makes it a little bit easier for the customer. And then do the same thing. Okay, so now we're going to go to the back. So I'm going to go here and I am going to upload the design. And I am going to make it, I'm not going to put it in the lower section. I'm just going to put it up here. Now if I go back over here and look at the template, I can see that on the back we're going to have to put the address on the top and the bottom. So let's start with that. So I'm going to go back here to layers and I'm going to go to outside top. And I am going to do what I did with the other ones, and I'm going to put this white right here. I'm just going to crop it a little bit and move that around. I do that so that you can see the address right here. So inside of here, I'm just going to add the address of the couple. I'm going to put their names, the pretty text. And their address. And this is just how I do it. Like, please use your own creativity and, you know, make it your own way. I'm just giving you the general gist of how this is. Okay, and now I'm going to add the design again. And move it to the back. And then see how that looks. So first we're going to make this a template, their address. And then we're going to go right here and we're going to copy all of this and we're going to put it on the outside bottom. That way when the customer changes one, they're both going to change because it was already made a template. So now in the center, we're going to add the white again. And if you don't have like something made, you can just go here to elements and use, you know, the squares to do this. I already got this made, so I'm just going to make it again. So now you can see, you know, where it's all white there in the middle. And this is where the bride and groom are going to put the recipient's address. So I'm just going to write deliver to. And you can put their address here if you want to. You don't have to. So that's what it's going to look like. But I think I'm going to change. Oops. That to brown. And that to brown. Sorry to confuse you guys. It's hard to decorate them and think at the same time. So anyway, that's it. Now you got your wedding invitation. So you can go here and you can watch a video of it. Or you can click here and make sure everything looks good. This is the front and the back. So that's it. Now you just go to sell it. Well, you can go here to personalize and make sure, you know, everything is personalized here, that everything is a template here that you want to be. The picture and all the text. This is where the customer is going to change all the information. Then you just go to sell it. And then for the marketplace, I have another thing on my blog where I show you guys the routes that Zazzle wants you to take to fill in the wedding slots when you make a collection. So when you make a collection, it will show you these, and Zazzle wants you to, you know, fill each one. So for wedding, you know, you can go down here and it's going to tell you everything. So invitations, you got to go to weddings, invitations, and wedding invitations. It's kind of tricky because like right here, well, on the invitations, luckily they have the right slot. But if not, you got to go down here to browse all categories and follow the right routes for different products. I know I'm probably confusing you. There's so much to all of this. Okay, so put in your description. I'm doing this fast, otherwise I'd be doing it nicer, but I'm just trying to show you guys. And then go to events and occasions. And then invitations. Recipient, you can put couple or anything, I just leave it blank. And then I'm going to put in my store, Let's Get Hitched. And I am going to put this in I'm going to make a new category, nature. Okay, put that in nature and then fill out your tags. And then I can't think when I'm taping, so add in the tags. I'll come back and add more later, but just add in the tags that are good and then rate a G and sell it. And then you got your wedding invitation. Now I'm going to show you the second way. Remember back over here, we talked about that it's different. You make them a little bit differently if you're doing ones for people who want to send them in envelopes. So for these, on the back, you don't have to put all the addresses. You can just keep the design there. So it's really easy to edit. Once you've made this, you just go back into edit. Then you go down to outside top and just remove this. And then go leave outside bottom because that's the back of the RSV cards. And then outside center, you can remove all this. And then you go to outside full and you got your design there. So it's just going to look like this instead. So that's it. I hope I covered everything. If there's any more questions, post them below, or if you're an expert at wedding stuff and I missed anything, said anything wrong, or you just want to add some tips, go ahead and post them below in the comments. Thank you, everyone. Happy Zazzling to you. Bye-bye.